we do very special on our channel, and you have 24 hours now to take advantage of the MineTan Absolute 20 and Caramel Self-Tanning Collections along with the Mitt. Now, each of these are 6.7 ounces, so it's a wonderful supply to bring home and keep you bronzed all the way through summer. Normally, each of these would be $34.95 a piece, but tonight you're getting both of those along with the tanning mitt for a value of $77.86. You get to bring it home tonight for less than $45. Plus, we have some great easy pay as well. And I will tell you, if you're somebody that's never tried self-tanner, you're afraid of self-tanner, this is the tanner to get truly your best bronze skin. Take a look at what I'm talking about, because this is color only MineTan can give you. You're gonna see it on our model, who is in fact a redhead. And look at that gorgeous color. Look at the tan lines. Look at how much more svelte and muscular her legs look, which is awesome. She looks taller and leaner. And of course, that little kiss of sun, very, very natural, works well with her hair color, her existing skin tone. But that's gonna be the case for all of you beauties tonight. Our theme of the evening is bronzed beauty. And I have to say, having used self-tanner since I was 12, bronzed beauty has always been on my radar. I like to think of myself as the OG of bronzed beauty, but then my mother quickly reminded me that in the 60s there was a little thing called quick tan. And I was like, don't know about that. Don't know about that. But joining us tonight is Sam O'Brien. He, of course, is responsible of bringing us MineTan here to the States. He is one of the most well-known self-tanner experts. And I mean, between your work at Fashion Week, Miss World, celebrities alike, I mean, we're talking about, like, what is it? 70,000 was the last time we asked you, but like, what is it up to now?
I can't count that high.
I love it. I love it. How are you?
We could call it 100,000.
All right, we'll call it 100,000 just to be particularly posh.
They keep me busy.
It's good to see
Yeah,
you.
MineTan keep me really busy.
All right, so tell the story really quickly of MineTan, because it does come from Australia. And like, when I think of Australia, I think about my best friend, Amy Kestenberg, and it's like, you guys all have the most beautiful bronze skin.
Yeah, what you've got to remember about Australia is that we're predominantly English people in one of the hottest continents on earth. So we desire this tanned look, but we're not always born with it.
Yeah.
So, you know, we all know the dangers of being in the sun. And the reason MineTan was created was to give you your own unique tan so that anybody could use any product. They could look unique. We weren't choosing the product for you, the color for you. You were getting your own unique color, hence the name MineTan. It's always unique. As you're going to see on our models tonight, you can both tan with the exact same product and have a different result. So, and this pack really is, it's amazing because you've got both ends of the spectrum.
Yes.
You've got the classic, that sun-kissed glow, as if you've been at the beach for about a day, right up to our Absolute, which is like being on vacation for a week. So, you know, we've got everything in there. And, you know, the self-tan mitt, you know, the application mitt, I know that you're a massive fan.
Yes.
It's two-sided, it's so easy to apply, and machine washable. This will never have to be thrown out. You can use it over and over and over again.
And I have used it over and over and over again. And the particular thing that I love about this is everything is so tightly sewn together. It always maintains its shape, and you always have that perfect plushness. Tonight, when you take a look at this duo, that, remember, would be $77 and change anywhere else, you bring it home tonight for one night only for less than $45.
Yeah.
There's room for both of these formulas, and you're going to show us what they look like, because here's the thing: we may take a week-long beach vacation in July, but come August, our tan is gone, and we may want it back, or we might just want to use the caramel.
And I think that the other really cool thing about it is that we're starting right now at the start of your summer. So we're just starting to change from, you know, our long pants to our short pants, and we can absolutely pop this product on and just get that nice sun-kissed look. And if you have a look at the result that comes straight out of the bottle, it really is a nice caramel color. So that's what you're going to see straight away. And if I move to the Absolute, which is a darker product, straight away you can see the difference in those two products.
Now, are both of these warm finishes, cool finishes?
Well, we've got a nice cool finish over here with the caramel, and a very warm finish with the Absolute.
Perfect.
But don't let the products turn you off, because the other thing that you can do, and we spoke about this backstage, is that as you move through summer, as your skin naturally gets darker, you spend a little bit more time at the beach. No reason why you can't mix these two, and we'll talk about that a little bit later.
That's so awesome.
Let's jump over to Kim, we can see some of the results.
Love to. Let's walk over. So tonight, I will tell you, You know, I've been self-tanning probably since March, so I'm getting right into the absolute. But Kim's going to start off with the, and I thank you for it. Kim's going to start off with the caramel. And, you know, when you see her apply this, if you are a fan of MineTan, you might be thinking, okay, well, what's the difference between coffee, caramel, you know, and coconut? Because I look at her skin right now and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I can see the ray of sunshine that it is.
Yeah, look, there's some really key things to understand about MineTan. We have a massive range, but the massive range is there. You've got to think about our tanning products like you're choosing your lipstick.
Yeah.
And that's really key here. I want you to think about caramel. Like that's those days that you just want to go out and you want to put a nice lip lacquer on your lips.
Yep.
You want to go out. It's a very natural day. You know, it's a work day or it's a subtle cocktail on a Thursday afternoon.
Subtle.
That's what it is. I'm a huge fan of the subtle cocktail. Yeah, absolute. That's your red lipstick. That's your night out. That's your Saturday night.
Yeah.
That's your date night. So when you look at these products, they all do have a different finish, but the key thing is that it's always going to be a unique color for you.
Yeah.
So like I said, 1 day at the beach versus 7 days on vacation. Or secondly, it's also going to be a very, very like unique color that you can always bring back to that really natural look because they're skin loving ingredients.
You know, this is the kind of thing that, especially when you take a look at the caramel right here, compared to the before, it's like, did you go somewhere? Like that's how people start the conversation because it's not completely overdone. You don't look like you got too much sun and it's working with kind of your natural skin tone where people are like, okay, hold on a second. Something's different. You're glowing, you're radiant, you've got some good color. And it's your tan, but it's MineTan.
Yeah, and look, Kim is glowing and she's radiant, she's gorgeous. We can see right now, that product is it's dry really, really quickly. There's no transfer under my hands. So it's gonna dry and set within about 10 to 15 seconds.
Yeah.
But what I want to encourage people with the caramel product is think about the name. It's classic. It's a classic caramel finish. So let's think about, like I said, the start of summer, you know, mothers of the bride, bridal parties, things where you just want that really true reflection. You want to be very subtle. You want it to be all about the dress. You want it to be all about the heels. You want it to be all about the handbag. That's when you wear classic caramel. But with Absolute, that's when you want it to be all about the tan. Because it is absolutely, in my opinion, and I have obviously a lot of customers who are very, very diehard tanners. Absolute. Let's be honest about tanning. Once you start, it's what I used to call tannerexia. You get a little bit of color and then you want to progress and you always want to be a little bit darker. So when we get to Absolute and we look at somebody like Desiree with her dark hair, that darker tan really, really suits her. So the first two models, you know, when we saw come in, redhead, blonde, you know, that subtle color is really, really quite complimenting. But when you've got darker hair, I'm a huge fan of darker tan.
First of all, I agree with you looking at her right now, and I will tell you, it's that kind of dark where you're like, ooh, she almost has like that capture of like 6 hours of sun, like going in with the tan lines. And I love how it's warmed everything up. And again, like this is so natural to what Desiree's skin tone is. So it does look like she's had that week-long vacation. But keep in mind, all of our girls have on white dresses for a reason. You don't have to worry about this transferring like crazy. And if you want to get dressed right after you use this for your night out, don't worry, you can do that. I do that every night before I go on air.
It's such a really important thing to understand with tanning or any beauty product is, you know, what's its ramifications? You as the client, you need to understand what it's going to be, you know, what the consequences are to what you wear. You can wear a white dress with MineTan products, absolutely. You know, the products, like I said, they set really, really fast. There's almost zero transfer. You know, the products don't sweat off. You know, a really, really good tanning product absorbs in through the first layer of your skin. It sets into that second layer, and it means that there will be no transfer in it. So a product like Absolute, exactly like what Desiree's seen just there.
Well, walk me through when you first get started with tanning. You've gotten out of the shower. Do you exfoliate once a week or before every application?
Oh, look, I mean, I think good skincare is really important. So I like to call it a buff. So exfoliating about once a week just to keep your skin nice and fresh. You know, that's around about it because MineTan products, they're not dehydrating your skin. We use skin loving ingredients. So like you said, we're vegan. Our products are very, very natural so that you can always know that your skin's going to love the tan it's in. But there's nothing wrong with a quick exfoliation, a reapplication. But the really cool thing with any MineTan product is you can always build the tan. So you can always add a little bit more product the next day. If you want to be a bit darker, just add a little bit more. we've got to get back to that MineTan promise, which is, firstly, you're going to be natural. Secondly, with every single MineTan product, if you want a 1 hour tan, like if you want a light finish, you shower it off in 1 hour. If you want a medium finish, it's 2 hours. And if you want a dark finish or a medium to dark finish, it's about 3 hours. At the 3 hour mark, the tan's not going to get any darker. But if you're somebody who just has to sleep in your tan, then you should go for it. But just know that it's not going to get any darker after the 3 hour mark. So you're wasting a little bit of that time.
You're wasting a little time. All right, now check out what we just did here with Maddie.
Yep.
She contoured her complexion with the, which one did you use? The Absolute or the Caramel? The Caramel. Yep. Okay. She did a little contour and look how sun-kissed she looks. And yet, that is such, you think about going makeup free this summer, but you're like, oh, I wash my face and use my Clarisonic. My complexion's lighter than everywhere else in my body. Look how sun-kissed this is.
And Maddie's got beautiful high cheekbones, but as she cuts in through here with either caramel, because she's got the fair complexion, caramel is perfect for her skin. So she can cut in through here and then she can put her foundation or just her bronzer over the top, and she's going to get a really nice contoured look just from that product. So we put it straight on and we don't have to shower it off. You know, we don't have to put it on and then rinse it. We can put it on, we can let it dry, then we can put our foundation over the top. And what we're going to get is a really, really nice contoured look. And if you have a slightly darker or more olive skin, then that's where I'd recommend using the Absolute.
Yeah.
And if you're somebody whose skin changes between, you know, the start of summer through to the end of summer, that's where this pack is such good value, because you can use Caramel now and you can use Absolute later. But if you're stuck in the middle, then a little bit of both, because we can mix it. So if you, even though you've got the darkest and the lightest, we can also mix the two together to create a nice medium finish. So we end up somewhere between.
And it's not a subtle cocktail. It is a full-on happy hour moment when you get to do both of that.
I don't do anything subtle.
Yeah, but we love that about you. And tonight you get two 6.7 ounce bottles of the MineTan in the caramel, which is the lighter shade of MineTan. Maybe that's what you start with, or maybe that's what you're using in between your Absolute, which is that darker, spent a week in the sun kind of look. But here's what you're not doing. You're not wasting money. You're not going to any other prestigious beauty retailer where they charge you $77.86. Tonight, when you go to beautyiq.com, this is your time to place your order. There's no auto delivery on this. And so for somebody like me who wears MineTan basically almost every day of her life, I have to get two. And, you know, one is not enough.
Exactly. And if we talk about how many tans you get, like full body, each of these has about 15 to 20 full body applications. So if we think we're getting two, that's around about 30 to 40 full body applications. Summer lasts for a maximum of 6 months, summer, spring. So this would almost take you right through summer. And the Mitt is machine washable. You'll never have to throw this out. This is like, you know, your favorite piece of clothing. So, you know, we get a little bit of tan on it. When you know it's ready to wash, you just throw it in the washing machine with your clothes, wash it, hang it out on the washing line, let it dry out, reuse it again. It's velvety soft, it's two-sided. The two-sided makes a huge difference because most mitts aren't. Anybody who's self-tanner, you walk into the drugstore or you see it on TV and you can only use it one side. Everybody always asks me, how do I tan my back? If you're slightly flexible enough, you can get to your back if it's two-sided. You know, or like obviously if you have your partner at home to do it, it's great. But if you don't, then the two-sided makes a huge, huge difference.
So around 15 to 20 applications per bottle. We're showing you how to contour your complexion again. I really appreciate this because you know what? You wash your face differently, I feel like, than the rest of your body. It gets a little bit lighter. And it's, you know, the cleansers that we use. And so to be able to do something like this daily with just an easy little powder brush, I mean, that makes all the difference in the world.
It does, and it's a really important point because when I'm tanning backstage at Fashion Week or, you know, beauty, fitness, fashion shows, you know, tanning always comes first. And it's really, really important to understand why. It's because you need to match your foundation and your makeup to your tan. You never do it the opposite way around. So tanning is there to complement your makeup. A lot of the time we work it the other way around. So it's really important. And as your makeup kit grows, I don't think many women at home would have only one foundation. You know, right through summer, you would have 1, 2, probably 3 so that you can mix it. Tanning is the same because when you're trying to match it, you know what foundations you have at home. That's what this kit's designed for. So we're not choosing one product because if caramel is your color right now, that might only suit the first foundation in your kit. But as you get a little bit darker, you know, as your natural, you know, melanin starts to produce during summer, you spend a little bit more time outdoors, you haven't necessarily got, a product to suit, and that's where you can start to mix the two. So 1 pump of each. And you can put a little bit of base tan on your face and then match your foundation over the top, or don't do your face at all, but know that you can absolutely match, because MineTan is always your tan. You always look natural, and if you're choosing the right foundations for your skin type, then absolutely these will 100% guarantee that they will suit your foundation.
One of the things that you will appreciate so much about MineTan from your first application